Hey guys, how's it going? Tez back again with Q&A part 2. Now, of course, it is FIFA 14 demo in the background, but tomorrow evening, in fact, FIFA 14 early release becomes available in the UK. So hopefully, maybe tomorrow evening, and may even have to wait till Sunday, depending on how long it takes me to download the early release. But FIFA 14 is on its way, boys. Across this weekend, we will have some full game FIFA 14 videos, whether it's career mode or ultimate team. There will definitely be stuff coming your way from this weekend for the next 12 months. So if you aren't subscribed, then feel free to do so right now, and if you haven't liked the video already, then please do so. But you guys have been absolutely superb with the support. I said thank you I said thank you in the video that went up a couple of days ago, and hopefully we can continue with some growth on this channel. Now FIFA 14 is coming out, but let's get over the shameless promotion, shall we? Let's get into the Q&A, and we've got some questions left from the original video and some from the part 1 as well. So we're going to start with the 5 questions actually from Dan Fitzpatrick. So thank you, Dan, for all of your questions. The first one says, what places have you travelled to, and what places do you wish to travel to? Now, places I've travelled to, I think my favourite place I've travelled to is probably New York City. I went there in 2005 when I was 17. Absolutely adored the city and the country as a whole, and I would love to go back to New York. That place is just absolutely amazing. Other places in the States I'd like to go to are probably Las Vegas, although I would probably absolutely bankrupt myself. I do have an addictive nature and I do love gambling, so I probably would come back owing 15, 20 grand. But anyway, the other places in America, probably not Las Vegas, I've said that, Los Angeles as well. I'd love to go to LA, and maybe Washington as well, see the White House and stuff, and other places around the world I'd like to go to. I'd love to, I haven't visited Italy yet, I'd love to go to Italy. I'd love to go back to Germany. I went there to watch Chelsea Leverkusen a couple of years ago. And I'd love to go back to Barcelona as well, and to Madrid, because I went to Barcelona for the Barcelona-Chelsea game in the Champions League where Torres scored that goal. I was lucky enough to be able to be in the Nou Camp for that game, and I understandably went completely fucking spack when that goal went in. But nonetheless, I'd love to travel to Australia as well, and other places just around Europe for football. Like, I'd love to go to Dortmund. I'd love to go to the Veltins Arena, although I can't afford to this year in the Champions League, unfortunately, with Chelsea. I'd love to go to PSG. I'd love to go to Marseille. I'd love to go to the Bernabeu. I'd love to go to Mestalla, Estadio Calderón. Allianz Arena, Amsterdam Arena, so many places in the world I'd love to go. Juventus, San Siro, oh, so many places I'd love to go. But let's move on to the second question before we get bogged down in that one. What do you think of the Özil transfer? I think it's fantastic for Arsenal and wonderful for the Premier League as a whole. Obviously, he's one of the best players in the world, and I think it shows how strong the Premier League still is in the view of the footballing world, that we can still attract players of that caliber to the league, and it still is, in my opinion, although I'm probably a little bit biased, the best league in the world. And third question is minions or dinosaurs, and he says there is a right answer, and of course there is a right answer to that question, and the answer is of course minions. Fourth one is cat or dog. Personally, we have 2 cats, although I do love dogs. My auntie used to breed Labrador pups. She did at one time when she lived on like an old farm building. They used to have some farmland. They owned 23 dogs at one time with 2 litters of puppies. So I love both, to be completely honest. And then the final question from Dan is Dortmund career mode or Sunderland. And I have to say, I probably prefer doing the Dortmund career mode than I did the Sunderland one. To play with top players straight away was an absolute joy. And players like Lewandowski, Marco Reus was absolutely wonderful to play with. So hopefully, with the Tottenham career mode on FIFA 14 that we'll be starting up over the weekend, that we can enjoy that same level of success straight away with the players that are on offer there. But let's move on to the 3 questions we have from Johnny Ramos, and the first one of which is, if you could meet any player in the world, who would it be? To be honest, I'd love to meet Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, obviously. I've met John Terry. We went to me and our friend Kieran went to a player signing, a shirt signing at Stamford Bridge a couple of years ago. So I've met JT. I'd love to meet Frank Lampard. Fernando Torres, as you guys know, is one of my favourite players, so I'd love to meet Nando as well. basically all of the Chelsea squad. I'd love to meet all of the Chelsea squad, to be completely honest. Second question from him is, are you going to do FIFA Ultimate Team for FIFA 14 on 360? And the answer for that is, of course, yes. The pack-only Road to Glory series will be returning straight away, pretty much, hopefully over the weekend, if not on Monday. And I will be uploading twice daily when during the first couple of weeks of FIFA 14 full release. So do be sure to check your sub boxes on the regular, or my channel straight. Go straight to my channel on the regular to make sure you keep up to date with all of the series that will be going on. The Pack Only Road to Glory has a new name for the series this year, so you'll find that out in the next couple of days. But yeah, definitely going to be doing Ultimate Team and Career Mode from the off, and twice daily for at least the first couple of weeks here on Chestnut Gaming. And the third question is, what do you do besides YouTube? And it's a weird one, really. I don't actually work besides YouTube. I am signed off with for health issues. For those of you that do want to know, I have ME, or myalgic encephalomyelitis, which has kept me out of work for 6 years now, unfortunately. From the age of 19 to my current age 25, I've been unable to work with ME. I don't really want to get bogged down too much in that, but if I get to a size later on where it would be, it would make sense to do a video specifically for my health situation, then I will do that. But opposed to YouTube, I don't work. I am signed off from work with myalgic encephalomyelitis, so that kind of covers that one. And then we'll move on to the next few questions from the Q&A part 1. The first one from Shiv Chadda. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I do apologise if I'm not. The Premier League predictions for the top 6. Now, obviously, despite having a stuttered start, Chelsea are my tip for the title. Then second and third, I think in either order would be City and United, two Manchester clubs. And then for fourth, fifth, and sixth, I can't call it. Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool are going to be the three that are going to finish in those positions. But Liverpool are so good so far this season. If they can keep that up, they're going to be a real contender for Champions League football. Arsenal always are there and thereabouts, despite having dodgy form, shall we say. And Tottenham have made some great signings and have put in some good performances so far this season. So I honestly can't call that. But first Chelsea, second and third the two Man United clubs, and fourth, fifth, sixth will be either of the North London clubs or Liverpool. And then the question from MacMac6398 says, winner of the Champions League and Europa League. I think Champions League it's going to be hard to look past Bayern Munich again to retain their title. Obviously Barcelona will be there. Real Madrid, if they improve, might be up there for a Champions League title under Carlo Ancelotti. Obviously previously won it at AC Milan. I'd like to think Chelsea would be there and thereabouts, but after the defeat to Basel a couple of days ago, not too confident. But Europa League, I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure. You might have to look to some of the Spanish clubs that are involved this year. Obviously Valencia in the Europa League, and maybe Tottenham. Tottenham might actually go for it this year. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And the next question comes from Chelsea fan at 701. It says, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Now, unfortunately, I think I kind of class as already being grown up at 25, and I don't really do anything as we've previously covered. But I think maybe I'd like to do something driving based. I absolutely love driving, so if I could do something that revolved around that, I'd be absolutely delighted. So maybe something driving based, or to quote John Lennon, "When I grow up, I'd like to be happy." So that's kind of a wet wipe answer, but yeah, it would be nice to be happy when I'm older, earn enough money to be able to live comfortably, and still be able to go home and away with Chelsea and Cambridge United. So that would basically be my answer to that one, and that is going to wrap this one up. I do apologise to Nathan Hall. Just quickly, who's your favourite player of all time and favourite player of today is Nathan's question. That was the last one, and the answer would be favourite player right now is probably Frank Lampard of all time. It's hard to say. Maybe David Villa, Ronaldinho, Pele, Maradona, despite the arm incident. But yeah, I'm sorry I had to rush that one, but I kind of run out of footage. Sorry, Nathan. But yeah, that is going to wrap this one to a close, guys. So please do feel free to leave the video a like if you could be so kind. The footage in the background will probably be slowed down horrifically because I'm going to have to kind of etch it out to make sure that it covers the full video. But thank you very much for watching these Q&A videos, guys. Of course, again, thank you so much for all the support through FIFA 13. Please show the channel some huge support from FIFA 14 over the next couple of days and for the foreseeable future. And I will see you next time.